What happens when flinching at your boyfriend turns into total chaos? 1 group chat, 8 chaotic ships, endless drama. Let the flinching at your boyfriend challenge begin. Group chat operation. Prank your boyfriend because chaos. Okay everyone shut up. I have gathered you here today because I'm Sparkles. Bored Sparkles. And boredom is the mother of chaos. And you know what that means? We're starting a riot. We're shaving Kageyama's eyebrows? Please, no. No, idiots. We're doing a challenge. I already don't like this. Is this going to be like the time you convinced Tanaka to fake faint in front of me? LMAO, I still have that video. Kyoko kiss me back to life. He said it with tears in his eyes. It was iconic. But no, today's challenge is flinching at your boyfriend. Like on purpose? Yes, you pretend your boyfriend scared you or something, and we see how they react. Bonus points if they get super soft or freak out. Oh, this is my time to shine. Kageyama will probably just blink in confusion, and then offer me milk. Asahi's gonna think he emotionally scarred me and cry. 10/10 would do again. This sounds dangerous. Sounds stupid, I'm in. Can't wait to see Sakusa slowly sanitize the air between us in horror. Kiru's gonna do science on it. Was that a reflexive trauma response? Kenma, no. Bro, it's a TikTok. But Kyuto will cry, then scream, then do push-ups to cope. Tanaka will probably start apologizing before I even flinch. He's that scared of disappointing me. Okay, great. Everyone's in. Now who wants to go first? Not it. Not it, I said it first. Not. I mean, wait. Too late. Yamaguchi said it last. But lucky for you, I've changed my mind. Finally. Thank you. Suna, you're up first. You actual menace. Why me? I didn't even type anything until now. Because your face already says I hate this, and that's perfect for drama. Also, this group is 99% chaos and 1% logic. Welcome to the ride. Osamu's gonna think you broke. He's gonna be like, you want rice or therapy? Nah, he'll just hand Suna an onigiri and pat his head like, there. Scary world. Huh? Osamu's emotional support rice incoming. Wait. Before Suna goes, I have something important to say. Cue dramatic violin. Oh no. Suna Rintaro, to succeed in this challenge, you must unlock the emotional depth of 1,000 dramas. Be the flinch. Feel the betrayal. Look your boyfriend in the eyes. And tremble. Not from fear, but from sparkles. Hard sparkles. Channel every soap opera you've ever seen. And flinch. Like your relationship depends on it. I think I blacked out halfway through that. Can we get that on a shirt? I'm gonna tattoo that on my soul. Why do I feel like I joined a cult? What the actual hell? You just gave me a Shakespearean monologue about fake flinching. I'm already flinching from this conversation. His soul just left his body and went no. You're welcome. Go now, child, and traumatize your boyfriend with sparkles. Style sparkles. I'm only doing this so you stop talking. Pray for Osamu. Suna Rintaro was slouched across his bed, one arm flung dramatically off the side like he was in a low-budget romance drama. He stared at the ceiling with the soulless gaze of someone who had just been roped into something they didn't ask for. Why did I agree to this? He thought, watching the slow spin of his ceiling fan like it held answers. He knew why. Because Okura had yelled in all caps, dropped an inspirational speech like they were about to go to war, and guilt-tripped Suna with things like do it for love, and you'll be remembered as a legend. Suna didn't care about legacy, he cared about food and naps, but there he was, trying to figure out the best way to flinch at Osamu, who was literally the least threatening man on the planet. The guy once apologized to a bag of rice for dropping it. Still, the plan had been made, the challenge was on. Suna rang the doorbell twice before lazily pushing it open. From inside, Osamu called out. It's open. Unless you're a murderer, then it's closed. Suna stepped inside. If I was a murderer, I'd already be in the pantry hiding. Please, if you were gonna kill me, you'd do it with sarcasm. Osamu replied, walking out of the kitchen with a tray of mochi and 2 cups of tea. Suna paused mid-step. He made snacks. This is gonna hurt. They flopped onto the couch like always. shoulder to shoulder, casually scrolling through their phones while a movie played in the background, mostly ignored. Osamu nudged the mochi toward Suna. I made your favorite, don't say I never spoil you. Suna chewed on a piece silently, thinking, how do I flinch without throwing the tray of mochi? That would be tragic. He needed a plan. Osamu suddenly turned to him, mouth still half full. Hey, did you see that video I sent you? The one with the raccoon and the potato? Suna nodded and then executed the flinch. It was subtle at first, a tiny twitch, then a bigger jerk back. Like Osamu had just raised his hand, he pulled back sharply, eyes wide like he'd seen a ghost in Osamu's rice bowl. Osamu blinked, utterly confused. Hello? Suna stared at him, not saying a word. Osamu tilted his head. Did I do something? Why did you flinch like I'm a possessed grandma? Silence. Then Osamu narrowed his eyes. Wait. Are you doing one of those TikTok things again? Suna looked away, chewing dramatically on another mochi. Osamu leaned closer, suspicious. You are, aren't you? Suna finally spoke. Bruh. Osamu gasped, putting his hand over his heart. You flinched at me, like I'm dangerous. You are emotionally untrue. I am warm, like soup. Soup can burn. I made you mochi. You also made me scared. Osamu groaned. That's it, I'm filing a boyfriend complaint. This is harassment. You literally dropped a slice of cheese on my neck yesterday and called it affection. That was love. That was dairy-based assault. They stared at each other, trying not to laugh. Then Osamu fake gasped again, placing the back of his hand against his forehead like a fainting Victorian woman. I can't believe this betrayal, and after I let you eat the first mochi. Suna smirked. You didn't let me, I took it. You're a thief and a menace. You love me. Osamu paused. Yeah, unfortunately. Suna flinched again, this time way more dramatically, just for the bit. Osamu immediately sat up straighter. Dude, stop that. You're giving me flashbacks to when I accidentally scared a cat and it didn't come back for a week. Bruh, that cat still hates you. I fed it every day. It doesn't trust your energy. I have good energy. Suna snorted and shoved him. Okay, calm down, you drama queen. Osamu suddenly gasped like he'd been mortally offended. Don't you dare, only one drama queen allowed in this relationship. Yeah, me. They both burst out laughing, Osamu flopping sideways against Suna's shoulder, pretending to sob. Suna poked his forehead and Osamu made a noise like a dying walrus. Then, still chuckling, Osamu leaned back and grinned. For real though, you got me. I legit thought I'd scared you. Suna raised an eyebrow. You were panicking. I was processing. You were buffering. Shut up. Suna rolled his eyes and reached over to ruffle his hair. You're so dumb. And yet, you're dating me, because my standards are buried under a pile of mochi. They settled back into the couch, the tension completely gone, replaced by easy laughter and shared warmth. The flinching prank might have started the chaos, but it ended in soft smiles and cozy teasing, the Osasuna way. And that's a wrap for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching the chaos unfold in the Osasuna prank challenge. Honestly, I was cracking up the whole time. Suna's reactions were priceless, and Osamu really went all out with his concerned antics. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and subscribe for more fun content like this. Also, a huge shout out to Laney Eyes for inspiring the layout of today's video. I got some awesome ideas from their content, especially the way they structure their pranks and reactions. If you haven't already, be sure to check out their videos. Trust me, you'll love them. They have some seriously great stuff on their channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Stay awesome.